Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here with another plan with me. This is what we're doing, okay? Bubble foil is back. Bubble foil has, loves to make it. We're also gonna bring the bougie boxes back. So bubble foil has been a staple the past couple of weeks. Like that wasn't bubble foil, but we're good there. So we're gonna do bubble foil again. I'm getting my money's worth out of the bubble foil. So, all right, so this kit is from Sweet Bean Plans. Love her stuff. Sorry about that. I gotta pull this up now. See, I told you earlier this week, I told you that I'd pull it down, but it would just get in my way, and eventually I'd pull them back up because it feels weird. Yep, pulled them back up. I'm freezing though. I'm so cold. Yeah, definitely gonna have to like, bring a heater in here tomorrow morning because we got to be up super early tomorrow morning. Work day has got to start super early tomorrow, which I don't think Steve is really gonna like that. I'm saying this, but this video isn't going up till Friday, so you know, I'm filming this on Sunday. But yeah, so all this week it's gonna have to be super early. But yeah, I'm gonna have to bring a space heater in so that I can warm up the space before we get to work. I can deal with it a little bit better than he can. He's my tropical guy. I mean, he grew up in the Philippines, so you know, he's used to, like, his body is accustomed to the humidity and the hotter weather and things like that. So okay, so we're gonna take this bubble foil and we're gonna put the bubble foil. I don't know how we're gonna do this. How do we want to do this? Do we want to have it go? I think that would be cool. Okay, so I am gonna have to find the long strips because we're gonna go all the way across. So let's see where we're at. Yeah, there we go. I have the bubble foil going. I don't know why we're going bubble foil, but we're going bubble foil. It just seems to be the best one to work with this, and the blue bougie boxes match so well. So it's kind of like, yeah, let's go for it. Why not? So let's kind of just centering it because it is larger than the rest of everything. And that way the bubbles go on top and bottom, which is great. And then I have this washi here, which also goes with the kit, which is super cute. And it's got foil in it, so I think we're good. I think we're pretty good. All right, so let's figure this out. Oh, we got people in the kitchen again. It's dinner time where I'm at, so I can't really blame them. They're probably starving. Which once again, I can't blame them. We did have, since it is Sunday, we had church, and we ended up having a little potluck afterwards, and it was a potato bar, and oh my gosh, it was so good. We ate so much, but now it's like we've taken a nap, we've moved our potties, and we're like, yeah, we're hungry. It's more like a yo-yo night. I desperately need to get to the grocery store for some things so that we can complete some meals. But yeah, we need to figure out when we're going to do that in the grand scheme of things. So everybody's kind of just choosing their own thing. So I think after this, I'm going to go cook me some breakfast while my videos are exporting to get ready for editing and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what that is. I probably shouldn't have put these down before I did the bougie boxes, but you know what? We don't know what we're doing half the time. Okay. So it kind of is what it is. All right, let's take a look here. Let's get our weekend banners. What am I planning for? The 14th. Okay. Oh. The 14th through the 20th? Yeah. I think so. First, 22nd, 23rd. Yeah. Sorry. I'll have to sit here and sometimes I count it out because I just can't think in sevens. It's just hard for me to think in sevens. So, all right. So, what's on the agenda to talk about today? All right. Well, since this is my kids' memory keeping planner, let's go ahead and just keep talking about the kids. This last weekend was their black belt testing. So all of my boys have been in Taekwondo for 6 years now. And this is our 4th studio. The first studio we went to, we ended up going through and, finishing out our contract with them, but we were not happy with them. And then when we switched, they had to start all over again from white belt. So it has taken a little bit longer for them to get to their black belts, but we're good. And then we were at one studio for a few years and did pretty good. I mean, we had a fairly good time until, the end, and then there was some drama. But anyways, we then moved and started a new studio, and that studio really, when they tested our kids, because we were like, we didn't come from, a Kukiwan certified studio, and they were like, oh, you guys might have to start back at white belts. And we asked, well, can you test them against your stuff and figure out there? They tested them and they immediately all went up to red black belts. So they were like, yeah, your kids are way more knowledgeable and just like cohesive, and they just know what they're doing. So yeah, so they went all the way up for that, and we were just about to get ready for black belt testing before we had to move, and that was really sad because they really wanted to see them become black belts. And then we found this studio, and because that last studio was Kukiwan certified, this one automatically transferred their belts over. So I digress. There's the little Taekwondo knowledge. So we have been practicing and doing lots of studio stuff for quite a while now. And they, I'm trying to see what I want. I think I'm going to need to bring in functional stickers for this. Okay, so let me see. Blues and greens. Let's see if my blues and greens match. I really wish, the only thing that I don't like about her kits is that there's not enough functionals. And yeah, I guess technically I could, okay, that green is way too off. I could just buy, because she sells a la carte, but I don't use everything on this page. So, these blues are going to be super hard to, okay. It's just going to be super hard to match. All right, we're going to figure something out. Maybe we do... I've got a couple checklists. Okay, let's see what we can come up with. Let's see what we can come up with. All right. So, everything transferred over to the studio because, it's Kukiwan certified, and get ready. And so we've been in the studio like all the time. I say we, but it really has been my husband and my sons because, I'm here and I've had to take our daughter to dance and stuff. So they've been in the studio a lot, prepping for all of this. And this whole last week, their school aspect, well, not this whole last week, but for a few days this last week was them finishing up their test prep, because one of the things that they have to test on is a written test. They've got to test their knowledge of their you know, what they know of Taekwondo and the studio and the history and all of that stuff. So we did a whole bunch of test prep for, not for them, but with them. Because that's one thing, you know, being a homeschooler, you don't really ever have to take time tests. I mean, it depends on who your parents are, obviously. But we don't do time tests. And so it, you know, we wanted them to be, you know, get their nerves out, all that stuff, so that they could be better prepared for all of this. Let's see, I think, yeah, we'll put this down here because I still want this there. But then, I'm trying to think of what I can do. Okay. So I'm going to be very selective on my boxes for now, and then we can fill in as needed. I think I'm going to put this guy down here because we always have room for that. Okay. Okay, so we were working with them on, you know, how to effectively study. They were taking some practice tests. So a lot of their schoolwork revolved around them having to do this. So they were not exactly thrilled about it all. But when it came time to take the test, they weren't that nervous. So I'll say it was a win. But Saturday was filled with us at the studio for their testing because, you know, that's one of the things that they ask is that, you know, parents come because there's a whole process of everything. And we were there for almost 4 hours. So yeah, it was quite a bit we were there for. I'm gonna put this over that so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, we had that to do, and watching them do all of their stuff. Lots of forms, lots of different, you know, kicking combinations, this, that, and the other end. But then one of the things, they have to do a lot of board breaking because you're going up for your black belt. And you have to learn to power through and overcome challenges and barriers and things like that. So when it comes down to the black belt testing, it depends upon your age, how many boards you're gonna have to go through. So our instructor is originally from South Korea. He went to a martial arts university over there. He is a black belt, not only in Taekwondo, but what is it? Judo, Aikido, and something else. So he is very, very, like, you can work through this. He's super motivating and pumped and everything. So I'm really glad about that. But my youngest son had to go through 2 boards. So most of the kids, because they were younger, had to go through 1 board. My youngest son had to go through 2 boards. My second oldest had to go through 3 boards, and my oldest had to go through 4 boards. I'll let that sink in for a minute. Okay. They very much were like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? This is crazy. And there was moments that all of them were like, oh, what did I get myself into? And a lot of it is powering through. And so they had to break through boards, you know, like going down onto the ground with their fists. And obviously my oldest started with his and tried to go through 4, and he tried it a couple of times and he was like, I'm not going to get through 4. You know, and the whole purpose was to, even when you have something that big that you have to tackle, sometimes you may not be able to tackle it all at once and you have to tackle it in little bites, but you try to at first, right? Like you tried to tackle it all at first. And then, you know, they took 1 away and he worked on 3 and he couldn't get through that, and we're pumping him up, and I can see that his, you know, like it's getting to him. He's like, I should be able to do this. Like, what the heck is going on? You know, and stuff. And we're like, you've got this, you've got this, you're good. You know, and then he went down to 2 and stuff, and he got through 2, and then he did the other 2. So I mean, he did them, and he cracked a couple of them, you know, at first. But I mean, he got through it, and that was the thing. His hand is all bruised up. So he is very much, we're like, nope, you're chilling out for a while right now. You're not doing anything. You're gonna just relax. Because he definitely has a really bruised hand. Which, I mean, one would expect if you're hitting blocks of wood over and over, I would expect that you would have a bruised hand. So yeah, he's got a bruised hand. The other 2 boys don't have as bruised of hands. Hudson doesn't have a bruised hand. So he's pretty good. But Aiden definitely worked himself pretty good. And stuff. Okay, how did I do this? Did I put a box up there? I did do a box up there. Okay, so let's do that again. But yeah, I mean, they all finished through, which is all that one could ask for. And we find out this next week whether or not they made their black belts, because it isn't a guarantee. And stuff, but yeah, they all read us appreciation letters. So we have 3 boys going up for black belt at the same time, so they saved us all for last. So at the end, after all the board breaking, they had to read the appreciation letters to their parents, and each kid went up there and did appreciation letters to their parents and stuff. And we knew that we were going to go last because it's just easier to get all the boys up there at once. So yeah, we were definitely up there for just a hot minute having our boys read appreciation letters to us, but it was fun. And then we went and had Chick-fil-A afterwards. There was this kid there, oh my gosh, he was so cute. His mom was kind of psyching him out at beginning, and my husband went and got our boys to be like, hey, can you go say, hey, you know, to this kid, do you want to go back and practice with us, so that his mom will kind of leave him alone. And that worked out and got him back to a centered place. But when he was reading his appreciation letter, he kept talking about Chick-fil-A and how much he's thankful for his parents always buying him Chick-fil-A. And we were just all chuckling because it's super cute. It's adorable and everything. But we don't have a Chick-fil-A in our town. Our nearest Chick-fil-A is 45 minutes away. So we were like, well, we have to go that way. You know, what do you guys want for lunch? They also have a Panera Bread, and I haven't been to Panera Bread in quite some time. So I was also like, can we do Panera Bread? But then everybody was like, no, let's do Chick-fil-A. And so we went and had Chick-fil-A. Oh man, they ate so much. They were so ready. And we passed out on the way home. We're so tired. Oh my gosh. So tired. Okay. So here we go. Now we're to the point where I'm like, okay, what do we need to do? Okay. So how many boxes do I have? I have some little ones, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Let's do this, I think. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm doing just yet. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add 2 boxes. So my kids are right outside my window. Wednesdays are busy nights. Mondays are not so busy. And Tuesdays are going to be busy. Wednesdays are busy, one of our busiest nights. Thursdays, not so busy. Still busy, but not so busy. Okay, so here, Fridays are not so busy as well. Okay, And then, let's see. So my apologies if you can hear my kids out there. They literally have no idea that I can hear them in here. I'm gonna have to let them know that as well and be like, if you're on the side of the house that has my office on it, you can't be yelling. So my apologies if you heard them. Okay, and then Sunday, they really only have one thing on Sunday, but I think I'll just go ahead and add a few of these skinny labels everywhere, especially on here. Okay, and then we'll do one down here. Yeah, this week is not gonna be as busy. This is the last week of school, so to speak, before like holiday break. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. And let's get into foiling our headers and stuff. Because we don't have a ton of them, but we have enough. Oh, son of a gun, I lost my place. So, but yeah, that's how our weekend was spent. So I definitely did not get to film on Saturday like I normally do, which is completely fine. I would totally rather go watch my kids test in something that they've spent years practicing at than, you know, filming away. So, but I didn't get a film on Saturday, so I'm filming on Sunday, and it's already, what time is it? It's about 7 o'clock, I want to say. Yeah. So definitely, like I said, I'm going to go out and have my cook my breakfast while my videos are exporting, so that I can kind of get a little bit more work done, because I do have it's quite a bit that has to get done in preparation for all of these videos. Like, I'll still need to take photos of everything. I need to do the thumbnails for YouTube videos. And then I need to schedule them all. So I do schedule all my videos. I don't post them manually. I schedule them. Because if you're going to give me a scheduling app, I'm going to use it to my advantage, because I am busy and I will forget. Oh, I have forgotten a lot of things this week. That box is kind of crooked. Crooked has been the name of the game this week again. So I'm just kind of like, own the crookedness. It is what it is. I'm not going to freak out too much over it. But how does this blue foil look with this kit? I know, it's amazing, right? I know, it's like it was meant to be. And then I don't know, this bubble foil just seems to just constantly be like, yo, pick me, this is what we're gonna do. And I don't know why either. It just seems to be the one that just has been the most versatile, honestly. I know I brought this washi out and said we're gonna use it, but I don't think we are. C'est la vie. Kind of is what it is. All right, so let's see. Let's put you over here. And we have all of these. So I'm just gonna place them where I think they're gonna go the best. But that doesn't overshadow the artwork on these, because I think it's just absolutely adorable. So we actually watched this, what was it, like what's the latest one? Was it World Dominion? Is that what it was? I think it was. We watched it. It was very campy. I mean, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but it was very campy. So, like the kids love the original, like the first three. The first three, they really love those. And then this last one, they were just like, yeah, they could have done better. It was really campy. I would have enjoyed something better, but I really loved seeing everybody back on there, like the original 3. That one works really good there. Okay, I think we're golden. This is probably my shortest video this week, so my apologies. I've been a chatterbox. But I think this is good. I think I foiled everything. I'm just checking because sometimes, you know me, I like to forget headers and stuff. Just checking everything out, and I think we are pretty good to go. So I'm gonna call that. Hopefully next week we're not picking bubble foil again. I gotta plan this out just a little bit better, but hey, we did pretty darn good. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this plan with me, please give it a thumbs up. Everything will be down in the description box below. Leave me a comment and make sure you're subscribed because I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.